Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and I appreciate you stopping by. In my last video, I went on a rant talking about Black Ops 6 and Warzone and just sharing my frustrations on how I feel the game feels unplayable at this point. They did make some adjustments to the plate box and the ammo boxes. We can interact with them a lot sooner. The audio does sound a little bit better and movement feels more fluent, but the aim is still bad. I feel aim assist is still off, and also specifically I think it's the dead zones, and I was able to find a fix by just doing a lot of testing, spending countless of hours within Warzone, within private matches, within multiplayer. I reset the PC, I reset the PS5, I even factory reset my DualSense Edge and my game settings so I can have a clean slate, and just kept testing things over and over and over and over. And I went to work kind of tired the last couple of days, so if you can drop a like. I did put a lot of effort into this video so I can help you guys out, because I was feeling at loss. I was feeling like I can't play this game anymore. I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to play this game and enjoy it, despite it still not being in a state where I feel it could be. And hopefully they can, eventually fix those minor things that are just really messing up the game right now. But I found something that can at least make it playable for the moment until they can continue making adjustments and just making updates on the game to make it ideal where it should be. All right, guys, I don't want to take too much time, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. All right, so I'm currently playing on PC, and this will apply for PS5 as well, or Xbox, but we're gonna go ahead and look at controller settings first, because that's, to me, that's the most important thing that's broken right now. But I will go over everything. That way you have all the settings that you need for Warzone and multiplayer. Okay, so I'm running 7.6. This is preference. You can run whatever you want, but this feels good for me. So 7.6, I am running a purple precision ring still, my right stick with extended grip. Okay, 7.6 feels really good, so try it out. If you don't like it, you can use whatever you want. All right, this is the biggest change right here. This is what you need to work on. I'm at 6. Unfortunately, I do have more stick drift. I was trying to play at 5 and it's just messing me up a little bit. I get a little bit of stick drifts, as you can see. It's in and out. So I'm currently playing on 6, but if you could play a little bit lower here, that's okay. This doesn't really mess with your aim. This is more of your left stick, how accurate you're moving it, or how fast you're moving your left stick for strafe and moving around the map. Doesn't really mess with your aim too much. I mean, somewhat, but not enough to where it's throwing you off. Okay, so if you can go lower, go lower. I wouldn't go any higher than like way up there at 10, 9. You're gonna be running really, really slow, even 8. Try to go, anywhere around that point. Okay. Left stick max, I'm running 75 still. I've seen people go all the way down to 25. I've seen people go to 10. I've seen some people go to all the way to like 50. 50s are pretty decent, but 75 felt best for me. I was trying 80, I tried 100, I tried 90. I tried a lot of different numbers, but I ultimately went back to 75 and it feels good. Okay, this is the biggest thing you want to change, and to me this is the fix that I was able to find after resetting my tab and resetting everything. Just resetting the settings. I reset my tabs to default settings to what COD has, and just adjusted little by little on every little thing that I was testing out. That's how I came to 75, feeling really good. I reset that as well. It goes all the way to 99 or 100. I think it's 99, and then I reset that as well. But right stick, I went down to 8 and it feels really good for me with the purple precision ring and the extended grip. So what's happening is the dead zones are more sensitive now. So if you're running a really low dead zone, keep in mind that any little type of micro movement you are doing, you can see the red. See how small that red dot is on the right side right here as I'm moving it? See how small that red dot is? Any type of micro movement you do, it's gonna adjust like exactly like that's how you fall off aim. That's at least it was happening to me, because I was running 3 and I was falling off aim, and I have a little bit of stick drift, right? So I went up and I kept going up, and I found, I think at 5 or 6 I don't have any more stick drift, and it was feeling okay, but I was missing shots still. So I reset the tab, kept going, kept trying, and you could start at 10, see what it feels like. Felt a little slow for me. 9 felt okay, but 8 felt the best for me. For what I'm running, it felt the best, where I can stay on target on people as they strafe back and forth, or they're flying in, or they're running across the map. This is what did it for me. So try that out, see if it works. Okay, if that's all you're here for, you just needed your settings for aim, drop a like, drop a comment if it helps you out. Let me know, come back, let me know, hey, it worked for me. and that way I know it's working for someone else and I was able to help you out. Makes me feel good. But if you want more settings, go ahead and continue watching the video. We're going to go to aiming. So aiming, it's all preference, what feels best for you. I have it at 1.00 because we're running a custom sensitivity per zoom. Okay, so gradual worked really good, and instant doesn't work as good. Gradual is better, so I would recommend gradual. Dynamic, it's going to be at 1.00. I did mess with the slope a little bit. I kept trying different things with the DualSense Edge and all that, and I found that 1.00 is going to be your best right now, just because everything feels off still. It doesn't feel ideal where it should be, so keeping it absolute at 1.00 is what I recommend at the moment. But if you really want to move around with this, play with it, I found that anything under 80 is basically feeling like linear, so you might as well run linear. Okay, it feels almost ideal to it. I didn't feel any difference from linear to this, but anything going up 80, 85, 90, you could feel a little bit more like dynamic. Feels more like dynamic, but I recommend 1.00. Okay, custom sensitive per zoom. I'm running 85 and 85. So what's happening is when people push up on me, I try to hit fire and gradually zoom in as they aim on me. I don't ADS as much, because this is a little bit lower and the movement in this game is really fast. So if you want a little bit higher, you can go 95, 90. That felt really good too, but 85 felt more ideal for me, and it felt better when I'm aim downing sight with my far targets and my medium targets. It felt better. Close target doesn't feel too bad, but yeah, 85 felt good for me. Okay, the rest is going to be 1.00. Don't lower those. Target aim assist on, ADS on. I think that's the most important thing. Here's your movement. You can copy all this down. Corner slice, I saw some people recommend me to turn it off, but I found that it actually benefits me in certain situations, especially in multiplayer, when I'm trying to peek around corners and someone's hiding in a building and they're like had a head glitch. I can poke out and just see where they're at. I don't have to expose my whole, player to get shot at. I can just peek and go back in. So corner slice, I actually like it on. It feels better with it on in certain scenarios. Slide behavior, I'm using hybrid. You can copy all this down. You can go ahead and look at it, copy it down. It's gonna help you out. Go ahead and look at all that. Here you go. Okay, and there you go. All right, so we are done with controller settings. That is what I'm running for Warzone and multiplayer at this moment. For graphics, if you want graphics on PC, go exclusive. Okay, I'm running M28U monitor. That's my GPU that I have, and then I'm currently at a 144 hertz monitor. I'm trying to get something a little bit better. 280 will be ideal, or 240. Anything higher in the twos will be great, but I'm hoping to continue raising money through my streams and my videos, and just if you can help me out, I'll greatly appreciate that. But no obligation. You liking the video, commenting, even just being here in the video still is helping me out to achieve that goal. So I really appreciate you. So display resolution 2560 by 1440. All this, you can copy it down if you want. I'm running custom frames just because for my monitor, I can't go past 144 anyway, but I put it at 200 just to give some space. Even though I won't really eat up that space, but I put it there just to help the game out, just not cap anything lower. If I can go a little bit above, hopefully I can. But 60 and 30, you can copy all that down. Quality, just try to be at 100. Fidelity cast. Strength, let me see, dynamic resolution, on. Here's all my settings for that. If you have a stronger, GPU than I do, then you can upgrade these a little bit more. I just put this lower because I am running a lower monitor and I need everything I can get. So 120 field of view. This is the other thing that I would recommend to try to look at. If you're playing multiplayer, you can go lower. Okay, I've some people, pro players like Kenny, a lot of different players that are running 100, which is really good, and they're hella good at this game, right? I feel like I'm not that level. I'm not a pro player, you know, I'm not a sweat. So I feel like I need more view because people be pushing me and I be kind of running like with my head cut off, just running out there and not paying attention where I'm going. Get too excited and just start running out there and I get shot at from the sides. I'm not very careful on what I do unless I'm playing like ranked. That's different. So in ranked, you could get away with 100, even 105 or 110 in ranked, because it's going to be a little bit slower pace. People are more cautious how they're going to push, how they're going to flank. You're more cautious, right? It's more strategic. You're not going to get shot from the sides as often. So you could go lower, but if you are playing in public matches, it's crazy, right? Everyone just pushing. They don't even care if they die or not. They're just playing the game, right? And you have a lot of different skill levels. People just push. Who cares? What happens, happens. And you got people testing things out. You got people camel grinding. There's a lot of factors that vary into it. So I recommend going 120 because there's just so much going on in the game. You got to be able to see what's happening in front of you. The downfall to this, yes, your target is going to feel a little bit further and a little bit more smaller, and it's harder to aim on them, but your gun will look a little bit more stable, and recoil will look a little bit better. Okay, so there's pros to it as well. The other thing, you run affected default here. I know some people, the standard has always been wide, right? Everyone's ran wide. I recently switched to default and I saw Kenny using this, and honestly it felt a lot better. I don't know what it is, it just feels better for me. I can aim a little bit better, and just, I don't know, I just like it. And so I'm running default at the moment. I'll try wide again, but default feels good. So give it a try, see if it works for you. Least percent on these are really important. World motion blur, turn that off. Weapon motion blur, turn that off. Inverted flashbangs, I have it on because I don't like the white screen. And that's pretty much it for view, guys. And within PS5, you can do the same thing as far as for your graphics on your fidelity cast. You can change it up and down, how sharp you want it. Basically, it's gonna make it how sharp your picture is gonna look. Okay. You can go down to 80. I'm not sure what makes it a lot faster, but I'm running 90. Feels good right there. Audio is another big one. I did do adjustments to it. So I'm running headphone bass, and I'm running a Synapse audio mixer on my PC with the V-Shark 2 Pros. So I do run a EQ. If you would like that EQ, let me know in the comments. If you're running V-Sharks and you're seeing this video, you want my EQ, what I'm using, I don't mind sharing that with you. Just let me know. I think that'll be a whole different video. But yeah, just let me know in the comments. The other thing you're gonna wanna do is go to configure frequency intensity and go to left channel, and the 250 Hertz and the 500 Hertz, max that out to 50 on both of those for both sides. Sorry, I didn't mean to back out, but 250 and 500, max those out. That's gonna help you with the low ends. Mash that up with the headphone bass boost. It really kind of helps with the footsteps. Okay. That's what I'm using, and I kind of honestly I've been hearing a lot more footsteps. I can kind of like pinpoint kind of where they're at now because they did make an adjustment to the audio. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have. I'll go over this part real quick. Game HUD. I think that's another part that's really important. So your crosshair, larger is going to be best. I like that. A lot of people that go largest, but I feel like those further targets, it blocks them out and I can't really see them. So I like larger. Crosshair spread, and then crosshair capacity, max that out, and find a color that you like. Something very bright. You know, the pinks are pretty bright, the purple, even this green is pretty bright. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go to custom color, and you're gonna max out the saturation and the brightness. Make sure it's all the way maxed out. Okay, and pick a color that's really bright that you like, and just test different ones to see what you like. And that's the color I like. Was recommended to me, Juan Cano. Appreciate you, bro. And this works really well for me to put my eye on the target when I'm playing. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I really have. That's the settings. And like I said, the biggest one, if you're still here, the biggest one was the dead zone inputs to help you with your aim. Let me know if it helps you out. I hope it does. It's been helping me out. I've been feeling a lot more comfortable when I'm playing, but I do feel they do need to make an adjustment still, and they haven't acknowledged it. No one's really talking about it. I don't know if it's just me, but I've been seeing a lot of videos of a lot of players still, a lot of YouTubers still recommending going 2, 3, and 0. And for me and my controller, what I'm using, it's horrible. It doesn't work for me. So let me know if it works for you. If you're at 0, 1, 2, and 3, really low down there on the right stick minimum, because it doesn't work great for me. 8 is working great for me. But anyways, all right, guys, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't done so you can come back for more settings in case something changes. I can help you out, specifically on the DualSense Edge. And talking about the DualSense Edge, I am not running any type of dead zones within it. Okay, so I'm running default on the dead zones. I mentioned precise in my most recent video when the game came out. Do not run precise right now because I did try it out and it was not helping. The dead zones are off right now, and those layering that on top of your curve types is just throwing things off even worse. So do not run precise. I wouldn't recommend it at the moment. Leave it off. Do not run precise. Just run default, and then put it 0 to 1 on your back triggers and your back buttons. You can map those to wherever you like. I like X and O. Okay, and that's what I'm using on my DualSense Edge with the precision ring and the extended grip, as you can see in there. All right, guys, that's it. I don't want to make this video too long. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're helping out with the algorithm and pushing the video out there. And share this with your friends so that way they can get back in the game. They can jump in with you and they don't feel like they're so frustrated like the whole way I was. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.